Hello, thank you so much for joining this presentation, Creating Your Small Business Website, a do-it-yourself DIY guide presented by myself, Vanessa Castillo Bell, Senior Business Development Manager here at Local First Arizona. So we're going to jump right into it for the sake of time. We're going to be talking about a few different things, why having a website matters, comparing some platforms like Google websites, Google Sites, Wix, Shopify, and Squarespace. We're also going to be talking about the step-by-step process for building your website on each platform, tips for choosing the right platform for your business, and some final thoughts and added resources there. So bear along with me. We're going to jump right into it for the sake of time and to make sure that you get the most value out of this presentation. Why having a website matters. We can think about, when back in the day when websites did not exist, well, how would we get our marketing? We would do it via flyers, we would do it via, phone calling or even in person, right? But nowadays, websites are crucial because it really allows your customers or even your consumers to be able to discover your business 24/7 and discover it via search engines like Google, Bing, or even Yahoo. Really allows for customers to search online for you. And many people say, well, you don't need a website, you just use your social media now. Yes, social media is very important to do when it comes to digital marketing and getting the word out there for your business. But where else can they find you? The best place is your website because your website is your home. When you use social media, when we use social media, right? Social media can go down. Social media can be sold out. Another social media can come out and say, hey, this social media is much more popular. Let's jump into that social media to create content. And that is owned by those companies. Instagram is owned by Instagram, Facebook by Facebook. Your website is owned by you. So that is your home and you need a home on the internet, so you also need to be able to rent space on the internet. So that is why we have website designers. We have amazing website designers that are part of our membership here at Local First Arizona that do such quality work. And creating a website takes a lot of time. It does cost. And there's different resources out there that you can utilize to have an amazing website. But we also know that there's businesses in the startup phase or businesses who are, starting from ground zero to or even in the middle and need to have access to their funds as much as possible and don't necessarily have a marketing budget. And so that is why we're doing this video, this tutorial on helping businesses to be able to DIY their own website. Now, there's pros and cons to doing your own website. For one thing, it's something that you're going to have to learn and take some time and watch some tutorials and get some support. And the other thing is that it's not going to be one of the top unless you go all out and you learn the platform, which you can. Many business owners have, and have the best website out there. And you might not be found online right away because SEO purposes, so there's pros and cons, but it is cost effective. It can be very affordable, under $200 a year for an entire website. So there's pros and cons to having and doing your own website. The other thing, having a website builds credibility and trust. When people recognize your brand, offline and online as well, it's just a win-win situation. They build more trust in your brand. It also allows you to expand your reach. When people search on Google for, food truck near me, your website can pop up, and that's amazing to be able to, have that reach 24/7. The other thing is showcases your products and services. So if you're an e-commerce based website, you can have your products and be selling while you're sleeping, or just list some of your services that you provide as a business owner. It also is cost-effective marketing. A website is a low-cost way to market your business compared to traditional advertising. Not to say traditional advertising isn't valid, it still is, And, and I always suggest to business owners that they should diversify their marketing efforts and not put all their eggs in one basket and just grab, a little bit from different sources when it comes to advertising, but also doing offline advertising. For example, here with Local First Arizona, we're big on networking and doing some mixers. So doing that offline marketing and that contact, that one-on-one will be crucial for you to be able to get the word out for your business and including your website. You can also add your website on your car so that people can, or QR code to, order your products or your services. So it's just, it's a one-stop shop for you to be able to broadcast your products, broadcast your services, sell online, and let people know more about you. Some businesses have decided to even blog and what's happening in their life and their business, and also create a social space for their consumers on their website. The other thing is, when it comes to e-commerce, you're able to have a brick and mortar and also sell, online. So you get to have the best of both worlds when you have a website. We're going to be talking about four unique platforms today. Those four unique platforms are Google Sites, Google Websites, Squarespace. Google Sites is the free version of it. It's simple. It's usually like that one-page flyer, right? If you're wanting to do something free and something easy, Google Sites will be your source. Squarespace has just amazing templates, and as well as Wix and Shopify. And you can find templates on Google Sites as well. But Squarespace is that very clean aesthetic. I mean, I've seen doctors use Squarespace. I've seen bloggers, and I've also seen food businesses have Squarespace websites because it has its own POS system, so you're able to make sales and have an e-commerce platform as well. And you don't have to have an e-commerce on Squarespace. You can just have an informational website and hyperlink, whatever POS system you're currently using, whether it's Square or Clover, whatever it is, where you can add those products onto Squarespace. Just that hyperlink to be able to shop now. Wix is another popular platform that's been around for ages. Great support, one of my favorite, because you're able to customize, add plugins. For example, when we have our cell phones, or we add apps to enhance our cell phones usage, right? On our Apple phones. Same thing with Wix, you're able to add plugins or apps in a sense to be able to enhance the features of that website platform. And the lastly is Shopify. Shopify is huge on just being e-commerce based. It's great to have as a POS system. So if you're not using Square, and you want to have inventory control of your products online, whether they're digital products or actual products, Shopify will be your source to be able to have that product management control. Now let's jump into Google Sites. So really Google Sites focuses on a low cost basic website, ideal for informational or even single page website, like a flyer based brochure style. No coding. So if you need just an immediate website just to have on there with information, this is a great way to go. Limited customization. Okay. So you can't customize it as much. And it's not advanced like platforms like Wix or Squarespace, where you can customize it a little bit more. It's not limited to web either. So if you're just wanting to do an internal site and not have a domain, and that's fine. And a domain is at www.mywebsite.com. That is what a domain is. And so for a domain name, you do have to register and pay. And there's different like GoDaddy, Namecheap, Bluehost that you can register your domain so that nobody else takes it, and register it. The cheapest one that I've seen is namecheap.com. It's about $7 a year for it. And then you can purchase it for 3 years so that you know that you have it for those 3 years. But also on Google Sites, you're able to create a new site choosing a template. You can create pay templates. When you pay for that template, it emails it to you. We'll be going through that step-by-step guide today. You can customize the layout just by customizing the text, images, and the videos, and moving those around. But that's the only customization you can actually do on Google Sites. And then preview and publish your site, as simple as that. So let's jump right into a step-by-step guide to Google Sites. All right, so as we see here, this is Google Sites. You're able to build, like I said, build a website with Google Sites. It tells you what is Google Sites, and they keep wanting you to start your site right away. You can also browse templates, and also it says go to namecheap.com to register your domain name. So, you can register that domain via Namecheap. As you go down, you're going to be able to see some top websites that have been created with Google Sites, which is awesome because you're able to see some of their examples, get some design ideas, and so forth. All right, so as we go down, we can look at Google templates that are there, and it's gonna, offer you some Google Site Templates Marketplace. So this is the store of Google Sites that you can purchase templates from different designers. Okay, so these are not from Google Sites themselves, from Google themselves, but these are from other website designers that have created some templates and have added these templates onto Google Sites Marketplace. So it's like the store, right, where you find templates. You can click on any of these depending on what your style is and what you like. Like for the most part, they're the top price I think was like 59 bucks that I've seen. 39, 49, 29 is one of the cheapest ones that I've seen out there, but they are free ones out there. For example, this one right here. This one is by Lemon Squeezy, and it takes you over to Kyle, right? Kyle offers a 35 basic Google Sites templates package, and I have used them myself. You can get 35 templates and a tip for coffee for $2.99 for Kyle, or you can use the 35 Google Sites templates with no tip for Kyle. In this case, I'm unfortunately I won't tip Kyle because I'm just going to use this for a tutorial. So if I wanted to go in here, all I have to do is type in my email and then submit the order. If I wanted to pay for those 35 templates, and pay $2.99 and add a tip for his coffee, then I can add my credit card information and then submit. And for the most part, I've seen that these are safe and secure. So I'm just going to go with the 35 templates tip. I'm sorry for the, yeah, no tip for Kyle. And then add my email address. When I enter my email address, they will email me a link for my Google Drive sites. On that Google Drive, it's going to provide me with different templates. It's going to say, brochure, or it's going to say dog walker. All I have to do is copy that template and save that template for me to be able to use it. Okay, so all you have to do is copy that template and add it to your Google Drive. And there's some instructions with Kyle as well on that email. It will send you the instructions on how to do it. So very, very simple to use. So it says, but be mindful that you have to use a Google account. So like your Gmail account, make sure you use your Gmail account to obtain that Google Drive. Okay, so because it's going to be added to your Google Drive folder where you're able to see all of those templates. Once you copy that template, you'll be able to see the template here. For example, I downloaded this template that's about family update, right? But I'm going to customize it because I'm a dog walker. So I'm going to customize it to my style. I'm going to click on it because I already copied it and saved it on my Google Drive, and I'm able to then customize it. So this was a template that was free from Google Sites, Lemon Squeezy website designer, which was Kyle, if you guys recall. So on here, I can then just click on it and say hire the best dog walker in Arizona. Okay. And then, I can change this to whatever I wanted to say, dog walker. And then scroll down. I can also change this image and upload a different image. You name it, change this section. If you're able to use PowerPoint, you're able to use Google Sites. So it's as simple as that. And if you're not familiar with PowerPoint, then that's okay because it's been, and not a lot of people use PowerPoint as much as they use Google Slides, nowadays. So it's very similar to Google Slides. On here, you're able to change the content blocks or add some additional content blocks. You can undo it if you don't like that content block on there. You can also change the pages. So I'm able to change this to, duplicate the page or change the settings on it, change it to about me, and then change what that page says. So I go here and I'm able to, put about me. And then I can also change the themes. Okay. So I can change it to look more, to my taste as far as like the fonts. So you're not able to customize it too much, but just enough to go towards your branding or even the taste that you like. You can change the color scheme as well on there if you want it to be red, purple, whatever color that matches your branding. And then I simply click publish. When I click publish, it's going to ask me what's your website address. So one thing is to keep in mind is that you can use this for free and not get that domain. Remember the www.mywebsite.com, and it's going to say sites.google.com/dog walker, right? So it's, as you can see right here, says this site is already, this name is already taken. So I'm going to put in Arizona. Okay. Most likely this one is available. See, with the little check mark, it's available. Now, my website won't say www dot because it's free. If I want a custom domain, then I need to click on custom domain. It says make it easier for people to visit with custom domain like www dot the dog walker Arizona. Okay, so I'm going to click on manage. On here it says start setup. Okay, this is where I'm going to put dogwalkerarizona.com. And it says the domain is not verified. Please verify ownership. Okay, so I'm going to click on verify ownership. On here, it's telling me that all URLs across all subdomains, all URLs across HTTPS or HTTPS require DNS verification, basically directory verification. So wherever you register, this domain is going to speak to Google saying, yes, it's registered. I'm the owner. Please link the two together. Now, if you have any trouble with this, Google YouTube has amazing, amazing tutorials and videos step by step on how to do the URL prefix. Now, over here is a different URL only for allows other verification purposes. So I can type in here the dog walker Arizona, and I haven't registered this domain. So it's not going to find it, right? Because it's not registered, it's not live. I never paid for it. Unless somebody else has paid for it. But if I want to click on continue, let's see, and it says, hey, verify domain ownership. Copy this into whatever domain registration I have, whether it's Namecheap, GoDaddy, Bluehost, whatever hosting company I registered my domain, I have to copy that into the settings of that domain. Okay. So this may take a little bit, right? So you need to sign in. The first step is sign into the GoDaddy, the Namecheap, or Bluehost account. Go in there and hyperlink, basically enter this, copy this code into the settings of that domain, and the two will verify, right? They'll connect, they'll speak to each other. Now, a hosting company is like GoDaddy, Namecheap, or Bluehost, where you can purchase hosting or purchase just the domain. If you just purchase the domain, all you have to do, regardless, is to hyperlink that record. Okay. If you purchase hosting, which you can purchase hosting, that's fine. Either packages, you still are able to connect this domain into Google Sites. So it's very simple to do. So if you just purchase the domain, the $7, $12, that's okay. You copy this site verification, Google site verification, add it to the settings, and then you click on verify, and they will speak to each other. Okay. If you have any trouble with this, there's so many YouTube tutorials out there explaining this process. Okay. And so for now, we're going to click on verify later, and I'm going to go back now to my my website. So on here, you're also able to look at analytics. So it'll track, Google will track the traffic and provide you with information on who's visiting your website, what are the top, keywords that people are typing to find your website. So if you want a simple one page, just easy website, and free, then I would suggest for you to use Google Sites. All right. Now let's go back. Okay, let's go and go to the next one. Wix, the one of my favorite ones. I've used this for about 15 years now, and it's such a easy platform. It's become easy. Now, I will say that when you first go into it, it's like, wow, this is a lot of information. Stick with the templates. If you have not designed a website yourself in the past, and you feel uneasy about doing it, stick with the templates. They're amazing, they're great, and they're very user friendly. So flexible, easy to use, creative control with the drag and drop. So if you're able to use PowerPoint or Google Slides, you're able to create this website. Ideal for businesses needing customization without the coding portion of it. Website designers are amazing because they use coding, right? They code it to customize it exactly how the customer wants it. So, that's why they charge their pricing might be a little bit higher because it's customized and tailored to your needs. And so these templates, don't require coding. You're able to create an account, select the template, customize it with the editor version similar to Google Sites, add business features, social links, contact forms, and publish and connect your domain. As we go to Wix right here, you're able to see that you're able to actually get pricing information right away, and see what the package is. I mean, it varies. The Elite is $159 a month, but for the most part, the business package, which is $36 a month, is affordable, and you're able to get a domain for free. So that www.yourwebsite.com, you're able to get that domain for free for 1 year on Wix. The core is $29 a month and the light is $17 a month. So on average, without not, speaking about the business elite, it's about 200, 240 bucks a year to have a website on the internet. And you just figure out which one do you need if you have multiple business collaborators or employees that want to access this website, then you may want to do the $36 a month. But if it's just you, for the most part, is the core if you don't have a lot of, you know, images, a lot of gigabytes that you need on that website. The other amazing part, like I mentioned, is that there's the template space, but also AI. So you can use AI to be able to create your website. And so let's get started on here. All right. Okay. So now that we logged into Wix.com, it's asking us, would you like to start creating? You want to start from a blank canvas, not template based. You create the template. Start from a template or generate a site structure with AI. Either of these two are very, easy to use in my suggestion. Start from a template. I'm not a very creative person, so I like to just stick with what already is out there and customize it to my needs. On here, it provides me with different template options already that I can view and check out, or I can immediately start editing them and customizing them for myself. So I'm going to select a page for my catering business. On here, I type in catering and it provides me with different catering templates to be able to choose from right away. A lot of these are also food related, so you'll find them under restaurant or under catering, or under just food. So I'm going to select any of these that I think I like. Now, the only thing I'm gonna look at is not so much the picture, whether I like the pictures, but whether I like the layout of it. The color, not even because I can customize a color, I can change the font, I can change the wording, and I can change the pictures. So I'm just gonna select this one right here and select edit. Wix Studio Editor is going to populate automatically. And so the other thing to keep in mind is when you create an account, you don't need to pay for the plan right away. You can just start working on the website with your free account without having to pay for it. So you go on here and you basically do the same thing as Google Sites. Double click and put, what you wanted to say. Visit my restaurant, my new restaurant in Arizona. Okay. So one suggestion is start writing, get a Word document, look at your home page, what you want your home page, and start typing away. what you want the homepage to say wording wise, the about us page, the services page, the contact us page, what you want it to say. And if you don't know what you want it to say, look what other websites are saying that are similar to your industry. The nice thing is that you're able to customize any of these, remove any of these buttons. So I'm gonna find me. I'm just gonna put find me on there, and I can hyperlink it to if I have a online platform that people can order online on my POS system that sometimes they provide you with the hyperlinks for people can order to your menu and it's somewhere online on the World Wide Web. Use that hyperlink to hyperlink it here. Okay, all you have to do is click on that little chain and add a website, whether it's through Grubhub or whatever it is that your menu is actually at. Way you change every single page is by clicking up here, click on home, check on the menu, check on the order, click on the order online page, item details, you name it. And you're able to just remove some of these pages as well. If you don't want some of these pages, click on manage pages, hide the page, delete the page, whatever you want to do. The other thing about Wix is that you're able to use the mobile version. Look at the mobile version, see if that's something that like the way that it's laid out. So it's mobile optimized, which is amazing. So you can go page to page. You can also select the mobile version for it, like I mentioned, and switch back and forth. So the other beauty about Wix is that you're able to actually view the site before publishing the site. So you're able to see, every single page, see if you like it. You can delete, like I mentioned, some of those pages, and then click publish. Once you click publish, of course, you can't publish it without paying for the plan. So it's going to ask you, which plan do you want? And, you can have the free version as well. So the free version, though, will not have your domain. Remember the www.yourwebsite.com. So you're going to want to connect your own customized domain and then save and continue and then go through that process, pay for the plan, add the domain, and that's pretty much it. So if you have already registered a domain somewhere else, that's okay. You can just connect the two together, similar to what we did with Google Sites, so that they can speak to one another. And that's pretty much it when it comes to creating your website on Wix. Now, Squarespace. Squarespace is great. It's like any other, template-based website platform. I think they're very user-friendly and they're affordable. So the Squarespace is just something that a lot of people have used lately because of the clean aesthetic look of the website template. They're very visually appealing, all in one design. Best for businesses needing that professional modern look. And you can also sell on Squarespace, digital products, actual products. You just sign up, select the template, customize the layout and visuals, add your contact text, images, products, and publish and monitor the performance. It has great analytics as well, so that you can see how people are finding your website. So let's check out Squarespace. And let me figure out which one exactly is Squarespace. Here it is, this with all my tabs that are opened up. So Squarespace here, like I mentioned, super modern, very clean. I, really like it. Automatically it's asking you, hey, find the domain name for your website. So you can actually pay for the domain on Squarespace, but like I said, if you have it somewhere else, the same, you have to connect the two together. Connect the domain wherever it's at with your website platform that you've selected. But if you haven't done it, then you can just register the domain with whatever platform you are going to be using. On here is asking you, do you want to sell products, offerings, market your business, grow your audience, or create a website? So on here, you're going to just click on create a website and select a template. So you go through this, you can look at the different industries to look at what, generally what templates they're using. You can look at what your needs are, the type, if you want an online store, membership, courses, services, but for the most part, I just want this because I want a local business, right? Or if I'm a podcaster, I can also use this. You can use a landing page like a coming soon, grand opening, whatever it is, or just create a website that has the information that you need as far as layout wise. The beauty of this is that immediately is asking you, hey, do you want to change the color scheme for this? And because of the picture that they've selected on here, it doesn't really change much on the color, just a tad bit. And so if you don't want to mess with these color presets right now, you don't have to. You can just, check it out later on. You can view the demo site, but it's also offering you other recommended templates. I'm going to click on start with this design. As it's developing and putting the template together, it's gonna now do the editor portion of it. Same like Wix, you select the template, you start jumping into editing it. Right here, I'm able to put a site name to it, so I can say food for you. I'm just going to put food for you and then click continue. It's asking, do I want to sell anything, any products, any services, book appointments for clients, access content. And then I'm same thing. What do you want to do? Drive traffic to your site, get social tools, advanced SEO. It's just basically telling you what you can do. And it's also telling you can do branded invoices. So if you're a caterer and you need to send invoices out, then you can use this. The other beauty is that Squarespace can be integrated to your POS, your current POS system. So it can be integrated to QuickBooks, to Square, whatever it is that you're using Clover to integrate them together. All right, now here's the editor portion. The same process is going to be done when you want to make edits to the words or to the pictures, okay? So you can change this classic food for you. I'm just going to put that on there and you can add more content to it. I can change any of these settings by double clicking on them, clicking on the navigation, making, this little pencil means I can edit it. I can change the picture here as well and replace it, add a block. Right here, I can duplicate it, trash it if I don't like it. If I want to hyperlink this image to my social media, I can do that by adding this little link, or I can customize this image by just clicking on the little pencil and replacing it or editing it. Same thing, the same process that we went through Wix and Google Sites by just double clicking it, okay? I can look at the mobile version, I can look at the desktop version, and I can also edit the site style. So if I want the colors to be different, if I want the buttons to look different, whatever it is, and whatever forms I want, whatever palette I want it to look, I can change it and customize it, okay? And then I can even change that palette as well. I can exit it if I didn't like any of it. I can exit it and it won't save it, or I can click on save and it automatically saves it. So if you do like it, make sure that you click on save right away so that you're able to continue to customize it. And then just click exit. As I exit, it takes me back to my settings or setup guide, okay? Settings or setup guide. You're able to see products if you want to add products, memberships, any marketing that you want to do. So you're able to send email blasts using Squarespace to be able to grow your audience. It also gives you some tools like SEO tools to use, email campaigns, analytics. If you want to change the, look at the analytics to see what type of traffic you're getting, you can do that. Right here, this little wheel is the settings button. Here it tells you how to connect your domain with Squarespace. So right now the site is private. Okay, if I want to change it, then I want to upgrade to publish. It's going to tell me select the plan. So here are the different pricing depending on what you need as far as to build that website. Then you select the appropriate plan, but very affordable. These are per month, and you can also pay annually and save an additional 35%. So I'm going to exit that from right now. On the domain, this is where either if I register the domain on Squarespace or another domain server. If it's in another domain, because I already own that name, that www.mywebsite.com, then I just need to type in the website. It'll give me a code, and I have to add that code to wherever my domain is registered at. And that's pretty much it to be able to publish a Squarespace website. So as you can see, the steps are very similar for any DIY website, template-based website platform that is out there. Shopify. Shopify, I find, is one of the most complex because it's e-commerce and much more is involved for e-commerce. Adding your products, your inventory, your shipping, or even adding the dimensions if it's something that you customize, or even the t-shirts, right? If you have multiple t-shirts, then Shopify, it's a great platform for it. It's amazing. I highly recommend for e-commerce, specifically because it has built-in tools for like product management and payment processing. So it has its own payment processing with its own rates, but it also connects to your POS system. So if you just want Shopify just to sell and for the product inventory and the product management and connect to your own POS, you're able to do that. Also perfect for businesses just selling any product, whether it's digital products or actual physical, tangible products. Create an account, choose a plan, same process, select a theme, customize your store based on what you want it, how you want it to look, add products, descriptions, that you want all there instead of a payment gateway to test before you launch it. Now, let's check out Shopify. When you go to Shopify, it's gonna go to shopify.com. It's gonna give you some pricing information, and then it's gonna say set up free trial. Now, you can set up 3 days, you get a free trial to look at Shopify. But like you right here is asking me to select a plan, or I can get my first month for $1. It's a little bit different compared to like Wix or Squarespace because this is an e-commerce. So the sooner you register for a plan, the sooner you jump into start adding your products, the less time you have to actually pay before you start having to pay for a monthly plan. Now, the monthly plans vary depending on what your needs are. They can go right now for the first month is $1, right? But after it's going to change. It's going to tell you here every 30 days is $105 for this plan. Now, the cheapest plan that I've seen is the basic plan, and that's $39 a month. Every month you pay $39. But for the first month, it's $1. Then if you can, of course, some companies that have a high amount of products out there that are just constantly selling get the plus, which is 2,300, which is very expensive. But if you're selling that much, then yes, definitely look at that plan. Now, when you first sign into Shopify and create an account, it immediately is going to take you to the home page. It's going to say, hey, let's get ready to sell. Let's get to business. It's going to ask you for the products. So you can design your online store quickly. So on here, you can say t-shirts for women. Okay. So that's, you can generate custom themes, or you can browse pre-made themes. It'll make suggestions whether that theme is for you or not. Right now, it's telling you, hey, here are some templates that you can use. So I'm gonna just look at this, demo it, look at it, see if I like it. Okay, I like the layout, the pictures. Of course, I'm gonna replace them with my own pictures. Here's the catalog, and here's the contact page. Okay, I can try the theme, or I can say, no, I don't like that one. So I can go through the themes first and select the theme I want. Or I can go back to the home and add my products. Okay, so add my first product. Here's where I'm going to add that, short sleeve t-shirt. Okay, and I'm going to then describe it. Hello Kitty t-shirt for women. Okay, and then I'm going to upload my picture of that t-shirt. I'm gonna add the price. Okay, so my pricing is gonna be $11. Okay. My cost, this is your cost per item. You can add this information, but you don't have to if you want to know what your cost of goods are. Track quantity, because that's one thing I love about Shopify is that it will not sell a shirt if there's not and you don't have enough inventory. So you definitely want to track the inventory. Any shipping, depending on the weight, and any categories that you want to do. And of course, the search engine listing. You want to make sure that that search engine, whatever pops up on Google, is something that people will search for, right? So you want to make sure you edit this and edit it to meet the needs of the keywords that people are going to be typing to find your t-shirt. Okay. Now, and this will give you some suggestions to how to make it stand out, categorizing, some pricing, and all of that. So I'm going to click on discard. I don't want to save that product. And then right here is telling me that, I have another product, short sleeve t-shirt that I created previously, and I have 3 sales channels. I have 2 markets and I have 0 in stock. So I definitely want to make sure that I can edit this. So any product that you add, you can edit it. So we have the home, which, you're able to add your products or import products. So if you have products somewhere else, you can import it here on an Excel spreadsheet or whatever it is, you can import it here. Here on orders, I want to know, how our order is going to be taken, right? And so you need to select the cloud to be able to see that. So we won't be able to jump into that. Products, like I said, all the products that you're going to be selling, any purchase orders, inventory, you name it. Another thing is that you can add your customers. So if you have an email list or a customer list on QuickBooks, then you can import that customer list to keep track of those customers and seeing what they're purchasing. You can add customer by customer individually, or you can import that customer information. Now, the awesome thing is that you're also able to create content on here. This something is an area that I haven't tapped into just too much, but what I've known is that it creates content to you to broadcast it out via your social platform. So once you have that plan, it will provide you with some suggestions on there, but it tells you here, like, your blog posts, any markets you want to broadcast that out, and so forth. The finance is just how you're accepting, if you're charging tax, set that up properly. Make sure that you are managing your finances properly as well. Look at what, the percentage for the POS system is and all of that. Analytics tells you like the traffic, how much sales you had, total orders, the average order value, and you name it. Here, it tells you any marketing information. So if your people are coming from Instagram and they're clicking on the link or Facebook, or anywhere else. And the sales channel, one of them is, of course, your online store and any additional apps. Just like, Wix, you're able to add additional apps to enhance the features of your website. And once you're ready to launch your site, you just click on settings, pay for your plan, add your domain, as well, buy a new domain on Shopify or connect an existing domain. And the beauty of it is that you're able to connect multiple domains. So if it's a t-shirt shop for women, I can say women t-shirts, t-shirt shop in Arizona, women-t-shirts.com, whatever it is, have multiple domains, if you're wanting to manage multiple domains, or just have one domain, which is your brand name, and just highlight that one and use only that one. So that's pretty much it when it comes to Shopify. So we talked about the 4 unique platforms. Google Sites, free and simple, informational, one pager. Wix is really creative and flexible, and able to change the color schemes, able to drag and drop pictures. And actually, Wix also offers pictures, that are stocked pictures, uncopyrighted pictures that you can utilize as well for your website if you don't have pictures just yet. It's good for design focused, like, businesses. Squarespace, visually appealing, modern, aesthetic pleasing to the eye, and just, simple to use as well. And then, of course, Shopify is your e-commerce powerhouse, great for online stores. So now the question is, how am I supposed to select the right platform for me after you've seen this and you're like, I'm not really sure which platform to use. Look at the budget, make sure you decide based on free versus paid options and, which one you want to use. If you have a menu that's already like somewhere else and you just want to hyperlink it, and you're like, well, I just want a one pager, then maybe Google Sites is the best for you, or Wix. See if you want to blog. If you want to blog, Squarespace will be great for that, so that you get new traffic coming through using keywords via your blog. And then also, Is it e-commerce? Do you just want to use e-commerce and just product control, management and all of that? Then Shopify will be your source for that. Also think about, the purpose and then your customization needs. So do evaluate the flexibility and some of the design requirements within it? So ultimately, what platform are you going to use? Which was best for your business? Think about, everything we just mentioned, the budget, purpose, and the customization. And then, of course, don't forget to visit our local learning lab. Check out our amazing resources that our, team is putting out there. 2025 is going to be an amazing year of just content, quality content, added content to the local learning lab. Visit also, our website, check out what events are happening, get involved, get into, networking, the mixers, contact us. We're here to support you as the entrepreneur. We're here to support your business. Have your team contact us if there's questions about, how to grow your business, how to get involved in some of the amazing events that Local First Arizona is doing. We are just so excited to be able to support you, to help you grow, and to be able to provide the education and the resources that bring value to your business. So I want to thank you so much for giving me some time, in your day to be able to share this knowledge with you. We're here, like I mentioned, to support and please feel free to contact me. My email is right here, Vanessa at Local First Arizona. Thanks for watching.